You know that look some women have where they seem expensive even in simple clothes, a sweater, trousers, sunglasses, and it just works? Most people think this comes down to brands, tailoring, or buying better basics. Today, I want to share a different approach, one that focuses on how a few quiet details work together to impact how an outfit reads. Once you understand how this works, you can create that effect at any time with almost any budget. Welcome back to Gracefully Lori. I'm Lori. If you're new here, this channel is for women who want to live authentically, express themselves with intention, and move through the world with quiet, modern grace. Today, I want to walk you through 5 visual signals the eye reads first and how understanding them changes everything. These aren't rules, they're not trends, and they're not about copying anyone else. They're about learning how the eye interprets clothing so you can make intentional choices instead of guessing when creating that elevated and elegant look. The first signal is something we all sense instantly but struggle to explain. It's why some outfits feel calm and composed and others feel busy, even when every piece is nice. This is where most people hear advice like, make sure everything fits well, tailoring makes all the difference, or buy better basics. And that advice isn't wrong. Fit and tailoring absolutely matter, but they aren't the reason an outfit looks expensive. What sometimes happens is this: everything fits perfectly, everything is high quality, but everything is trying to be important. So the eye doesn't know where to land. When everything competes, nothing leads. What expensive outfits always have is clear visual hierarchy. When element leads, everything else supports. This looks like one cohesive, strong silhouette, not several. One focal texture, not many. One clear line of emphasis through the shoulders, the waist, or the length. Fit works in service of hierarchy, but not instead of it. A tailored blazer with statement jewelry, a bold bag, and dramatic shoes create visual chaos. Here are some examples of effective visual hierarchy. A tailored blazer with simple earrings, neutral shoes, and a clean bag, instead of adding statement jewelry, bold shoes, and a dramatic belt all at once. A column of color. Example, navy or ivory with one intentional contrast, like a structured coat or a scarf, instead of multiple focal pieces competing. A strong shoulder line with everything else understated, rather than detail at the shoulders, neckline, waist, and shoes simultaneously. Expensive outfits feel intentional because they're visually decisive. The eye relaxes, and that reads as confidence. The next signal is something you feel even before you see it. It's why certain clothes hold presence and others feel flimsy, no matter the brand. This is where people talk about quality fabrics, natural fibers, or heavier materials. Again, helpful advice, but still a little incomplete. People often focus on fabric labels instead of fabric behavior. They end up with pieces that collapse too quickly, lose shape by midday, or photograph well, but fall flat in real life. What the eye actually reads as expensive is visual weight, not price. Structure tells the eye the garment can hold itself together. This is why lining, seams, and thoughtful construction matter more than labels. So what does this look like? Perhaps a medium weight knit that holds its shape through the day versus a soft sweater that collapses by lunchtime. Trousers with enough weight to drape cleanly instead of clinging or wrinkling at the knee. A jacket that keeps its form when worn open rather than folding inward or pulling backwards. When clothes hold themselves together, they look put together without trying. The next signal is something people notice immediately, even if they can't name it. It's why 2 women can wear similar pieces and one looks effortless while the other looks slightly off. You'll hear advice like balanced oversized with fitted, or dress for your body type. Not wrong, just incomplete. Outfits fall apart when they interrupt the body without intention. Waistlines land awkwardly. Lengths break visual flow. The outfit looks fine standing, but strange in motion. Expensive outfits follow one proportional idea. They don't fight the body, they complete it. That means jackets ending with intention, pants breaking cleanly, and silhouettes that resolve visually. So how do we apply this? A jacket that ends deliberately at the hip or mid-thigh instead of cutting the body at an awkward midpoint. Pants that break cleanly at the shoe rather than bunching or floating too high. A skirt length that visually resolves the leg instead of stopping at the widest point, something I struggle with. When proportion works, you stop noticing the clothes and start noticing woman. Proportion creates ease, and ease always reads as elegance. The next signal, color is one of the fastest signals the eye processes and one of the easiest to mismanage. You'll often hear, stick to neutrals, wear monochrome, avoid too many colors. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. The real issue isn't how many colors you're wearing, it's rather they feel intentional. Outfits unravel when colors feel accidental, competing undertones, mixed metals with no anchor, accessories pulling in different directions. Expensive outfits don't avoid color, they assign roles to them. One dominant tone, others supporting. Metals that echo each other, color guiding the eye instead of distracting it. So, what are some examples? One dominant neutral with accents that echo each other. Shoes and bag, or belt and jewelry. Mixed metals that are tied together by one anchor piece instead of competing finishes. A bold color used once. Coat, dress, or shoes, while everything else supports it. Intentional color feels calm, even when it's bold. The final signal is one people rarely talk about but always notice. It's whether the outfit still works hours later. You may hear things like wrinkle resistance, comfort, day-to-night pieces, but that's not the full picture. Outfits unravel when fabrics lose structure, shoes change posture, or accessories shift balance. Expensive outfits are stable systems. They're designed to hold. That means shoes that support how you move, bags that don't pull an outfit off balance, and fabrics that recover instead of collapsing. So what does this look like? Shoes that support posture, so the outfit looks the same at hour 6 as it did at hour 1. Bags don't pull clothing out of alignment or distort silhouette. Fabrics that recover after sitting instead of collapsing permanently. When the look holds, so does your presence. When clothes look expensive, it's rarely about money. It's about clarity. Once you understand how the eye reads hierarchy, weight, proportion, color, and stability, you stop guessing. You start choosing. And that's what elegance actually looks like. If this way of looking at clothes feels different than what you usually hear, I'd love to know what stood out for you. Was it hierarchy, proportion, color, or something else? Please tell me in the comments. I love hearing your style journey. And if there's a specific situation you struggle with, look days, travel, events, leave that in the comments. I read them and they help shape what we go deeper into next. If this video resonates, please like the video and then subscribe to join me for more gracefully practical conversations. Until next time, my graceful friends.